In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the world. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good morning to the world, to everybody in the DMV and everybody not in the DMV. Okay, right. This is your girl, Reese Reed, aka the best that ever did it. Forget what Slicky Woo Boo say, even when it comes to singing. I just gotta clear my lungs. But honey, I got my backup singers with me today, honey. I don't go solo. You know, I come with a group. This is the package deal when you get the R&B show today. Good morning, good morning. I had a tiresome night. Everybody can tell when I don't get enough rest. I super geek, okay? First and foremost. Second of all, I got my lovely co-host with me today. She's here to keep me on point, to keep me on point. She's my point guard, Miss Lady B. Smith herself. Good morning, boo.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Honey, I'm gonna be all right. And we also got our boy, Mr. $1 Million Moment in the building. But you know, he doing what he do, 50 million things. Mr. Molly Mall. But he here, y'all. He here. Woo, Bernice, girl, let me tell you something.
Hmm?
It ain't easy being greasy. I'm telling you this right now. I'm up there trying to do squats last night, right? Because they exactly. They say it's supposed to work on your hamstrings and your glutes, and it's supposed to work on all that core, right? Girl. So I figured, I said, you know what? I could do squats easier. I'll use my little bouncy thing that I bounce on, you know, you go up and down, the squats easy. Girl, that don't make no daggone squats easier. And then you get the burning within in between your legs. Like the muscles, whatever the muscles is, and the thigh muscles, honey. I was like, how did Suzanne Summer do it? I don't know how anybody could get their leg open or be far apart for a long time and then just try to bounce up and down, up and down. I'm trying to get my strength and stuff in my leg back so I can get back out using my legs to swing around the pole and stuff again. Ugh. But it's, you know, it's hard. I'm looking for stability. I'm not doing this now, y'all, for looks or for what they call cosmetic reasons. I'm trying to get fit to keep out of the doctor's office for health reasons. Good morning, Latrice. Good morning. Good morning, Molly. I see my family in the building, in the house. Girl, we miss you. Happy New Year. Where you been, honey? You gotta tell me about it, honey. But baby, I'm telling you now, I'm just trying to stay out the doctor's office, y'all. I was in there because I was about to go to the hospital because I didn't know what was wrong with me, you know. And my man Molly Mall and his sea moss come to my rescue, and I love him for that. Y'all check out that Molly Mall Moss Lemonade. Is boss. Oh, another slogan. Molly Mall Moss is boss. Yeah, that's a boss lemonade. Oh shucks, his sea moss is boss. Yes, I need a job making up slogans and stuff because I'm always thinking in my head, boom, 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 slogans and acronyms and all this stuff. I like making up stuff because that's the writer part of me, and which we're going to be discussing soon. Y'all get y'all copy of Shades of Blue because in a couple of weeks we're going to start reading this. We're not reading, we're just going through chapter, give y'all a little tidbit of the juicy juice. The book is good. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to put y'all on to something. And I'm trying to get the people to get the hard copy while it's out in limited edition. I don't know if Barnes and Nobles and Books of Millions and all that. I think you can still get the hard copies some out there for them, but I know I ain't got no more hard copies. Of just a couple of copies left. But go to Key to Life Publishers. That's QUI, the number 2LIFE.com, and it's right there. Key to Life, QUI, the number 2LIFE.com, and get your book, Shades of Blue by Morning Matt. All righty, Lady B, you
Yeah,
ready to spill the tea? All
yeah,
righty.
yeah, girl. If this Wi-Fi don't stop,
Well, we're going to pray that it stay in. Good morning, Slicky. We're going to pray that it stay in for you, honey. Now, we like to call it a gossip. Molly call it news. And I just like to call it spilling the tea, honey. Come on, Lady B. Sip, sip time.
okay. Our first story is about Walmart. So it seems that Walmart removes KKK boots from online store. Walmart has removed a listing from its online store after learning that a pair of men boots displayed the letters KKK on them.
Mm.
According to a Walmart spokesperson, tactical military hiking boots in question were listed by a third party seller and removed on January the 7th after the Bentonville based retailer became aware of them. A spokesman from the Council of American Islamic Relations, a grassroots civil rights and advocacy group, contacted Walmart's corporate offices to respectfully ask that they be removed after receiving a tip about the shoes by email.
Mm. Do you mean to tell me I got the boy caught Wally World? I got the boy caught Walmart because they selling KKK boots and then uh,
No,
uh,
no, no, you don't. Because when they found out about them, they removed them. They were listed by a third party.
mm. They
So that
trying to
means,
sneak stuff in there under the radar.
yeah. So when the group contacted Walmart, they removed them immediately.
Okay, no controversy because black people we keep Walmart in business. They said black Americans, black and Hispanic are the number one consumers, and y'all know we keep Walmart making it Walmart. We make Walmart super. Yes, we did. Yes, we do. Not did. We do. We still do. I got to go to Walmart this week. I got to get my waters and stuff.
Me too. But the next story is
The next story is gonna be hot once she come back in and we can hear it again. It's gonna be hot in hot tub. Can y'all out there hear the next story? Click yes. Give me a thumbs up or something. Cause I can't tell it. Cause I can't hear nothing. And I see I'm moving. So okay, good Joe Walmart. Good job, Walmart. Okay. Can y'all anybody see the second story? Okay, I don't know if Bernice is here or not with me. I don't know. I don't have the tea to older stories. Alrighty, well, I could talk about what I did see in the news and everything. Some storms is supposed to be coming. I don't know if it's gonna get here or not, but something's supposed to be coming. Tonight, I know this the news, the hot flash news. Tonight is Taco Tuesday, tequila and tomfoolery down at Bar 210. And everybody, if you mention my name, you get in free. Just say I'm here to see Reese and I get in free. That's all you need to do at Bar 210 tonight. Showtime starts at 8:30, honey. You might want to get there early to sip. Doors open at 8. So we're going to do the improv with the Gwen Factor. She's hosting that junk. It's going to be a good time tonight. Bar 210. So that's one news topic that's coming. That's coming in. We got to wait till Lady B get back. You back, Lady B?
For the moment. Girl.
Okay. Okay, we're on the second story. We didn't hear none of that second story, honey.
Okay. Teacher shot by 6-year-old in Newport News is identified. So basically, this 6-year-old student brought a gun to school, and they are saying that it was intentional because the 6-year-old got into an argument with the teacher. Staff at James Madison University confirmed that the teacher shot in the chest by a 6-year-old student this week is an alumni of the university. The university posted a statement from the president identifying the teacher as Abby Zuner. I think that's her name.
She a pretty little blonde haired lady. Little thing.
Yeah, she said she is still hospitalized, but she's stable. So the chief of police in Newport News met with the teacher and her family and urged the community to keep her in their thoughts and prayers. Now, you tell me how the hell, excuse my expression, a 6-year-old gets his parents, I'm assuming that it's his parents' gun, is able to take it to school and shoot his teacher.
Easy. The parents leave it out. The parents access. Okay, look, let me tell you, they teach kids how to hunt early. They teach kids that some parents teach kids how to handle the gun, load it, shoot it, and everything early. A 3-year-old can shoot a gun. It only needs 2 pounds of pressure to pull the trigger. Or is that 7 pounds of pressure? Anyway, it don't take much to shoot a gun. And obviously, this little 6-year-old is skilled with a gun, know what to do with a gun. And they play so many video games, and it shows them how to lock and load gun. And you can YouTube anything you want to do. 6-year-olds are smart, but he was angry enough to go home, keep that anger, because usually you think kids are forgiven when you little. But he kept that anger, went home, still mad, woke up, still mad, come to school the next day, and shoot his teacher. Well, he need help.
Even if parents have guns, they need to have the lockbox, put their keys somewhere, and put a lock on your bedroom. That's the way I say it. Put a lock on your bedroom so these children don't have easy access to these weapons. Too many, and I be saying that too many parents have these gun cases that sit out. No, they're children. All this stuff going on in the world. Protect your child and protect your community. This is getting ridiculous.
Yes, yeah, it's past ridiculous. Did they identify who the 6-year-old child was or belonged to? Did they say the name or anything yet?
No, they won't because he's a minor.
Okay.
Wow. And this next story, we talked about something about this on Slicky Woo Woo birthday on the Tomo show. You know, talking about how they're concerned about their neighborhood now. It's a fatal shootings in Adams Morgan prompt safety concerns and frustration. See, it's hitting their neck of the woods hard. Safety is once again of top concern for many residents and business owners in Adams Morgan after 2 people died in separate shootings over the weekend. DC police are investigating a shooting that killed an 18-year-old on Euclid Street. On Saturday night, officers responded to the location after some reported that a person was hit by a car. When they arrived, they found a man who had been shot.
Mm.
Not even 24 hours earlier, another shooting along 18th Street near Belmont Road killed a 30-year-old Avon Perkins of Baltimore. A woman was also injured after being hit by a stray bullet during
Mm.
the shooting. Bill Duggins of Madams, Oregon. It say of Madams, Oregon. Of Adam, Madams, Oregon was outside with about a dozen other people when he witnessed the gunman kill Perkins. Duggins recalled hearing one gunshot behind him. I turned around. I saw the man falling backwards from the shot, and the shooter was still there with his hand stretched out.
Mm.
Dugan said. He said, I horribly saw him shoot him in another 4 times in the chest. Duggan recalls telling everyone to get down, but in doing so, he claimed the suspect pointed the gun towards him. He hid behind a sign from the business next door. And you know
Wow.
what's crazy? He's shocked to see that, but we go through it all the time. It's the norm for us. It's the norm
Man,
for us.
he got scared because they guys pointed the gun at him. You know, who? And how many shooting was that? And they say there's only 7 shootings or killings in DC. I think it's more than that. It's only 7
It's,
that they reported.
yeah, it's definitely more than that. I know there was 7. They said it was 7 on the 9th. So there were more shootings, and it's just ongoing. DC police are definitely concerned about the high rate of what's been going on. But and leading to that, pressure mounts on DC police to name resident who killed a 13-year-old boy. Now, this story,
Huh.
okay, this story, as classmates and others mourned the 13-year-old killed in Northeast Washington over the weekend, pressure built for DC authorities to publicly identify and charge the man who told police he fatally shot the youth after seeing him break into vehicles. DC Council member Zachary Parker, Ward 5, who represents the area where the shooting occurred in the Brooklyn neighborhood, said the shooter of Caron Blake should be identified, and that based on the facts that have been shared, he does seem responsible. Oh, it does seem reasonable to expect he will be charged. Council member Trayon White said he doesn't know how a person shoots a kid in the community and admits to doing it and is not detained. Police and prosecutors have declined to share many details about the incident, which occurred shortly before 4 a.m. in the 1000 block of Quincy Street Northeast, including the shooter's name or the precise circumstances of the encounter. And from what I understand is he saw this young man breaking into cars. The young man was unarmed. My thing is, if you saw him doing it, why you ain't call the cops? You shot this little boy multiple times, not once to scare him off, but you shot him multiple times and killed him. That's a problem for me.
Heck yeah, that's a problem for me too. And it's sad because he was breaking into other people. You outside with your gun. You are a licensed gun holder. That means you could carry a gun and have gun in your home. But that boy didn't pose no threat to you. You saw him breaking in somebody else's car. What happened to fire a warning shot in the air? You're supposed to fire 2 warning shots anyway. What happened to the boy's warning shot? And then for you to do multiple, 13-year-old little boy, what happened to maiming the person? What happened to aiming for his sneaker or his shoe or foot or something, whatever? What happened to that? But you shot this poor child multiple times. Sometimes, and he might not even been one of the ones actually stealing. He might have just been with the wrong people at the wrong time. But who gave that man right to become judge and jury? He executed that poor boy. I don't care what color he is or how old he is. If that was a black man, he would have been in jail in custody. And because I hate to say it, I believe it's a white man, because if he was black, they would have gave the name, the address where the dude was located. They gave in the news. Watch that. That when we commit crimes, people of color, your face is plastered up there. But when our other counterparts, other colors, they are leery to post a picture, give out the information. Now they want to be hush hush. And you know why? Because they probably feel that if they find out, break the story, that this other man, I can't say black or white because I don't know what color he is, whatever this man is, shot this little boy, why are they holding back who did the crime? He's a grown adult. I can see you holding back the child's information to protect the child. But why are you holding back the person who committed the crime? Since when do criminals or killers get that liberty?
Well,
This DC got all kinds of laws and rules. They make them stuff as they go. And what is Mayor Bowser saying about that?
I haven't heard her mention this as of yet. More than likely, she will soon be doing a press conference if she hasn't already. But you know what I learned as well? He could definitely be a black man, but he could be what they call a notable black person, one of the ones with money or knows people. So those, a lot of times those people are protected as well, but we don't know who he is as of yet. But they're receiving a lot of pressure to reveal who this man is, and I feel like they should. He was bold enough to go out there and shoot this young boy multiple times. Then he should definitely be revealed. You were bold enough to tell the police, so step out there and tell us who you are.
You know what? He's scared of the backlash. He's scared of the people, family gonna come out and get him. Is he scared about that, or is he? Like I said, when do criminals, because you committed the crime, you took the law into your own hands. You took that Second Amendment right to bear arms too far, and it says for security purposes, vigilante purposes. You out there putting DC on the map. It's standing for Dodge City again. You know, we gotta hide from the criminals, and then we gotta hide from the vigilantes that tried to kill the criminals multiple times. Was that 4 times, 5 times? What do multiple mean? More than once, right?
Yes.
So when you shot that poor boy and you stopped him, you feel like you had to riddle him with some more bullets to really stop him? One shot wasn't good enough.
He didn't have to do that. And speaking of the crime, it's the news says, and this NBC4 says 2023 off to a violent start for DC with crime up and some residents are worried. It was a violent weekend in Southeast DC Navy Yard just hours after a deadly shooting by the Navy Yard Metro Station. Another shooting took place just a few yards away on 10G Street. This snapshot of crime just 8 days into the year is only a small sampling of violence in the district, and it's concerning some residents in the neighborhood. Compared to this time in 2022, thefts from cars are up 30%, while theft of cars are up 113%. Numbers from DC police show robberies have increased by 57%, and overall property crime, which includes offenses such as burglary, theft, and arson, are up 42% over this time, 2022. The killing of 22-year-old Tariq Clark of Southeast DC outside the Navy Yard Metro Station on Saturday night was among 6 for the first week of the year. That's twice the number of homicides during the first week of 2022. This lady says, I'm from New Jersey and I feel like crime is spiking everywhere. One woman in the Navy Yard told News 4. Overall, they're saying homicides fell slightly from 2021, which ended in 226 homicides, to 2022, which had 203. Serious assaults in DC were also down in 2022 from the previous year, though the victims of the violent crimes that did take place were juveniles more often than in years past. On the other hand, carjacking in DC spiked in mid-April 2022 when compared to April 2021. over the past 2 years, according to DC police, the total numbers of crimes is down when compared to the 2 year period before. I don't see it, but if they say so, I don't see it. I just don't.
I guess because we in the trenches, we can't see the forest for the trees. We can't see the trees for the forest because we in the forest and we can't see no trees because every time we turn around, we look, this carjacking, this crime, this somebody stealing, holding you up at the ATM. We feel like that we get the brunt of all of it, and only when it makes it into the other people's neighborhood, then they want to say, "Hey, look what's happening here." No, boo, it's been happening over here. It's been
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
So,
it's daily. It's daily. You can't sleep. I mean, from morning to night, all you hearing is police cars rushing here and there, here and there. And like I said, you're not going to make me believe they report everything because they want their numbers to look better. And people are they're talking about the mayor. They say DC mayor needs to do better.
but they got her in there for a third term. They still voted her. If they wanted better, why didn't they do something different? How you going to do better or expect different when you got the same person in there?
Well, see, what it is she's bringing in the money for uh the other neighborhoods, so they gonna vote her in. But see, and the problem is, I don't know. With the voting thing, I think the votes go the way they want them to go. So we can go out there, we can vote, but again, we have to be seen and heard, not just sitting around complaining about it because it's not going to do anything. It's not. I'm taking my butt to a meeting tonight. I want to hear what's going on.
Okay, I know that's right. Hear what's going on. To find out what's going on, Bernice. I know that's right. Lady B
Yeah.
gonna be in the house, and look, and everybody from Ward 8 should be there with her to support her.
Hmm.
Everybody should be there tonight with their phones on. Give us some footage from the Morning Mac show. Y'all be up there with your cameras up there and be like, "This is what they said, Reese. This is what they said," and we'll talk about it on the show. Find out what she said if she show up.
Oh,
If
she ain't gonna be there, but I'm gonna tell you who gonna be there, and I respect this man so much. His name is he's a commissioner. His name is Salim Adofa. And this man be everywhere doing everything. When I tell you that we have some people just like Olivia Henderson, we have these people who don't have the titles, but they need to have them because they are the people in the communities putting in the work, trying to get things done. While this mayor sitting up there smiling at us and leaving us left behind. They got that slogan for schools, no child left behind. Our children are being left behind. We'll be left behind, not only left behind, but pushed out. So
hey,
it's time to start trying to get out there and make a difference. I'm telling you, because as long as we sitting there here and we complaining, she like all they gonna do is complain. They ain't coming nowhere. They ain't doing nothing.
do you
Hmm.
think we could get Salim on the show? Since you be there, ask them. Some of them congressmen, some of them people out there, these politicians, they want your vote. Make them earn the vote. Can we get them on the show? Can we talk to them? Can we see
Yeah,
what's
because
going on in their mind?
he's running for another term of commissioner. So I'm definitely gonna ask him. I ain't got no problem with asking him. I'm gonna tell him come on the show and because he be having these events to talk about what he's doing in the community. But if you visit this man's page, you'll see he walks through the community, he talks to people, he's always advocating. He'll be doing the meeting tonight where we'll hear about our budget and what they're spending money on and this and that. So yeah,
The
he's
Wizard says Salim is awesome. Well, then Salim need to be running for mayor. Salim, if is he that good, he sound like he about the people, for the people, then the people should elect to put him in the office.
yeah,
But the change start with us. We can't,
yeah,
say Salim, boy. Say we be like, we want Salim. We want Salim. We, if Salim is the champion of the people, hey,
yes. He is. I'm telling you, he's not a joke. And like I said, I can attest to the times where I've reached out for help, and he's been there. Because you know me, I advocate for myself. If I can pull on anybody coattail, I'm like, hey, I need help with this, and he's never said no. Never had there been one time he said, I can't help you with that. No.
Wow. Yeah, I would love to get him on, interview him, and find out how he feel, what makes him so passionate, or why do he want to help the people, and you know, and the residents of how he grew up. You know, I would love to pick that man's brain. Can Bernice, can we reach out to him, please?
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll see if I can speak with him tonight. But he always answers my messages. I can messenger him, I can email him. He's going to respond.
Definitely. That'd be awesome. That's what I was saying. Was talking to Molly about. We need to get some of these politicians, some of these people out here to be heard, and it's the same thing for Maryland. You know, so
I don't know nobody in Maryland, but I gets it on in DC. I'm telling you, I gets it on. It's not a joke. Just like I've dealt with people in Attorney General's office. I never met them face to face, but they know my name.
I know that's right. I know that's that's what I'm talking about. Woo! What's the next story? Celine, we're gonna come for you, Celine. We want to invite you on the show. If anybody knows Celine, Bernice gonna send the message. But y'all tune into that show because that's gonna be a good show. That's gonna be a hot show right there.
He's an awesome person. Okay, so the last story is U.S. Attorney revealing documents marked classified from Joe Biden's vice presidency found at Biden think tank. I don't know what that's about, but they are investigating. It said Attorney General Merrick Garland has assigned U.S. Attorney in Chicago to review documents marked classified that were found at the Penn Biden Center for Diplomacy and Global Engagement in Washington. Two sources with knowledge of the inquiry told CBS News. The roughly 10 documents are from President Biden's vice presidential office at the center, the sources said. CBS News has learned the FBI is also involved in the U.S. Attorney's inquiry. I don't know what's going on. The material was identified by personal attorneys for Mr. Biden on November 2nd, just before the midterm elections. Richard Sauber, special counsel to the president, confirmed the documents were discovered when Mr. Biden's personal attorneys were packing files housed in a locked closet to prepare to vacate office at the Penn Biden Center in Washington, D.C., Sauber said in a statement to CBS News. The documents were contained in a folder that was in a box with other unclassified paper, the sources said. The sources revealed neither what the documents contained nor their level of classification. A source familiar with the matter told CBS News the documents did not contain nuclear secrets. Sauber also said that on the same day the material was discovered, on November 2nd, the White House counsel's office notified the National Archives, which took possession of the materials the following morning. The discovery of these documents made way by the president's attorney, Sauber said. The documents were not the subject of any previous request or inquiry by the archives. Since that discovery, the president's personal attorneys have cooperated with the archives and the Department of Justice in process to ensure that any Obama Biden administration records are appropriately in the possession of the archives. So I guess
all of that mess is messy. All of these people up there, they ain't no better. One ain't no better than the other. He doing what they accused Trump of doing, taking classified documents out of the office and out of where it's supposed to be. Man, and then they wondering how the press and the news get these breaking stories and all this other stuff. I want to know what documents did he have. Was it documents about the UFO? Was it documents about the COVID? Was it documents about the migrants? Was it documents about what's going on over there in Russia? What was in them envelopes, Biden, that you had so conveniently classified information that you had so conveniently in a box ready to take up out of the White House? What was in them? Where's secure documents? Ain't nothing secure. No more. Ain't nothing secure. And give away all the money. Was that the codes to give away all the money to the Ukraine in the war? all them billions and trillions of dollars that we supposed to be spending over here. Don't cut my benefits. You need to increase it so we can live. Anytime I hear the lettuce, like Cardi B said, $6 and a carton of eggs is $7. How do people expect to eat? How you expect to eat? How you expect to live?
I don't know, girl. It's so much going on in our world. And like I said, we can't sit complacent, being selfish, worrying about self because there are other people out here who can't fight for themselves. What about our seniors? What
That's
about
right.
our children? We have
That's
to be a
right.
voice. We have to be a voice for these people. We
We have
have
rights too. We have civil
exactly.
rights and civil liberties. We got to know the difference between the two. And they are opposing on our civil liberties when you're talking about taking our money, because that's it affects everybody. When you talk about taking our money, giving it to other countries and all that stuff, that's imposing on your civil liberties. Don't take my
Yeah.
dollars. Because he's taking all the dollars from the white, black, Puerto Rican. Only dollars that ain't getting taken is the rich, because they got these tax loopholes that they get out of it, and they can make billions and trillions of dollars and only pay half a cent on a dollar. But they got the money to pay it. But
I do. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they out here and they doing what they do, but a lot of times we have to be ready to hold these people accountable. Like I said, we can sit and we can talk, but if we're not in it, if we're not making a voice, if making our voices heard, well, then we just gonna deal with whatever they decide to do. And can we change everything? No, but it starts somewhere. We gotta get out there. We gotta do it.
what we doing now? Talking about it, spreading the news, informing the people. That's a start. And I always believe in each one teach one. So if one person learns something, your job is done. That's the thing. The trickle down effect, keep it rolling and rolling and rolling like a domino. I teach one, you teach one, that one teach one, that one teach one, and that one teach one, teacher, and so on and so on. And
We,
we
you
got to
know,
stick together. Ain't that what
we
Slicky Woo Boo said? Wait a minute, let's
yeah,
read some of these comments before we show this clip on the difference between civil liberties and civil rights. What the people saying, Bernice? I can't see what the people saying. Louise is saying something. Let me see. Bernice must have won out, or I went out. Let me see. Can I see something with the people saying? Let me see. Uh, Latrice says good morning. Molly said grand rising. Slicky Boo said what it do, peeps. Nene in the house, she said grand rising. And okay, he knew how to use it. They're talking about the 6-year-old boy. Yeah, Nene. And Michelle Pucciarelli said, good morning, everybody. Hey, Poochie. Katina, hey. She said, Madam Organ is arrest. Madam's Organ. Adams Morgan. uh, okay. Okay. See, wow. Okay. Katina, we wait for you to come back on the show. She is and this is her thing, sociology. Anything you want to know about uh, black people, black history, Katina is on it. Katina, Miss Thomas is on it. She is pro black. And I love when you come on the show, honey. So you and Weezy, people like you all got carte blanche. You come on the show anytime you want to talk about whatever you want to, because I bangs with y'all like that. Y'all my circle of influence, my sphere of influence. So I have good people in my circle that I go to. I have good ones, and I love you guys, and I hope you continue and stay be in my circle. You know,
mm,
okay, Louisa. Okay, Bernice, what was you saying? Because we didn't hear nothing.
I don't know.
Was you? I was like trying to read the comments.
I forgot. I but I did want to tell you this story about this man. I want to ask the audience, do you consider him a vigilante or was he a hero? So police question Houston taco customer after he shoots alleged robber. So what happened was armed masked robber who stormed a Texas taco business demanding money was stopped by a patron who brandished his own gun, fatally shot the suspect, and handed the cash back to shaken diners. A Texas grand jury will consider the case on Monday.
Yeah.
Vigilante or hero?
Not a hero when you kill somebody. You could be stopped without murder. You could be stopped without murder. You've been that when you killing it, it makes that's the end of it.
Well,
Did
the thing about
did the man have a gun too?
Yes, he did.
Money could be replaced, and all of those places like that are insured. You did not have to pull your gun out and kill nobody.
Well, I don't know if he was aiming to kill him because the thing about it is, like the football player Sean, he was shot with a 22. You can shoot somebody in the leg and they can die. So, what was his motive? Was it to save the people there? Because you don't know what the person could have did. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's like I said, if he was just trying to, I'm gonna kill this man. Nah, I don't know if that was his thoughts. We can't read people's thoughts, so I don't know.
People that has gun need to do more gun training because you could fatally wound somebody. Now, if he was the patriot in the store and was getting stuck up, was he in imminent danger? That's something different when you're in imminent danger because you're not thinking you're shooting anywhere. But if you see something going on and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a hero. Oh, I'm gonna stop this," that's something different. You can stop it without killing because that's what we're trying to avoid: people getting hurt, right? So. Anyway, so was his civil liberties taken from him, or was his civil rights taken from him? Was the man did it got anything to do with the color? What is Louisa saying? I can't see. The leg has the largest
artery in it, so being shot in the leg has a higher chance of death. Yeah, my son was shot in the leg, and I thought it was over, but God stepped in. So
what Cassandra say? Good morning, Cassandra. She's in here.
Everyone has a gun. Don't need it due to thinking process. She said everyone who has a gun don't need it due to thinking process. I agree, but in these days and time, most people just got to. I think the majority are feeling like I need to protect myself because you could be sitting at a light and somebody pull up on you. It could be road rage. You could be walking out of a grocery store. Like I read this story yesterday on this black woman who she's a nurse. She decided to go to Walmart. She starts her day early. So she goes into the Walmart. She sees a white van and it's parked down the way. When she goes into the Walmart, she sees this lady following her. The lady ain't picking up nothing, ain't buying nothing. So as she goes to the register, the lady walks out the store with nothing. She comes out the store. She sees the van has moved closer to her vehicle and the door is cracked. So she takes out her weapon and she points it at the truck. And she like, what y'all want to do? She says, because I ain't got no problem loading y'all truck up. The truck pulls off.
See, and she didn't have to kill nobody to avert imminent danger. Let's roll with this clip because due to the due process for law in Article 2 or the Bill of Rights, you do have the right to bear arms. So that is your civil liberties. Okay, you do have the right to bear arms. You do have the right to due process of the law. And any of that stuff get violated, then they're violating your civil liberties, not rights, your liberties. Rights is when they discriminate against us because of our color, creed, or race. If they just discriminate against you, or we're not going to issue a gun because you black, or we're not going to issue a gun because where you live, or they thinking that they're not going to issue the black people a gun, or you can't get your license because of what you look like. That's civil rights. Then your rights are being violated. But let's watch this quick video, y'all. Just to drop a trinket on y'all.
Difference between civil rights and civil liberties. The difference between civil rights and civil liberties is fairly well defined and distinct based on how each term is used. Civil rights are rights granted and protected by a government for its people with regard to ensuring fairness and preventing discrimination with regard to a particular attribute of its people, such as gender or age. On the other hand, civil liberties are basic rights typically granted to all people in a country by the Constitution or other founding document of that country and are extended to all citizens without further specificity, such as freedom of speech or religion in the U.S. While the terms can seem somewhat interchangeable or similar in nature, there are clear differences between each term. They are often used together when discussing a particularly complicated issue. Civil rights and civil liberties are both legal issues and can both require the efforts of courts, legislators, and attorneys to define and protect these freedoms. In general, they can be more easily distinguished by considering that civil rights are usually fought for by various groups within a populace, while civil liberties pertain to the actual rights people are fighting to secure. Civil rights are typically those rights sought by individuals in a country or community who are being treated unfairly in some particular way. In its history, for example, there are numerous examples of struggles by various groups to ensure equal treatment and protection under the law in order to ensure all people had their civil rights. Various ethnic minorities, women, and people with disabilities have all fought to ensure equal treatment by employers, the government, and educational institutions. While civil rights and civil liberties are somewhat similar, if a woman is paid less than a man simply because of her gender or someone is passed over for promotion due to his ethnicity, then that would be a civil rights issue. Where the two often differ is in the way these various freedoms are expressed. Civil rights frequently pertain to how people are treated by others, while civil liberties refer to the actual freedoms that people wish to enjoy. In the U.S., for example, freedom of expression, the right to vote, and the right to a fair and speedy trial are all considered civil liberties. When someone of a particular gender or ethnicity has had to fight for one of these civil liberties, such as the right to vote, then it has been considered a civil rights matter.
All right, y'all heard that? So the Bill of Rights should actually should be retitled and named the Bill of Liberties. That's what they should. The Bill of Liberties, because that's what gives you all this liberties and all that good stuff. You know, really. Okie dokie. All righty then. Let's see what the people are saying. You know, I just wanted to share something with you guys and let you guys know that there is a difference and there is what we're fighting for. And I have a question. Do you think what we're trying to fight for, like Black Lives Matters and all that good stuff, is that the same movement they was fighting for in the 50s and the 60s? And how far have our movement, our civil rights movement, how far has it actually come? I feel like we've come so far to go nowhere. Am I the only one that feel like that? Yeah, you know, y'all get what I'm saying? You know, that's just me. You know, so I don't know what the people here gonna do. Let's see. Cassandra said everyone who has gun don't need. Okay, that's the same. Okay, let me see. Somebody say something different. Slicky Woo Boo. Well, we know as blacks, the rights don't work for us. That's why we try to fight for our civil rights that's granted to us by the civil liberties. You do have a right to this. You do have a right to that. You do have, but those are your civil liberties. It's supposed to be granted to everybody. But when them liberties are being taken because of your color, because of your creed, your religion, your race, your sex, you know, that's something totally different.
Yeah.
I can't see what everybody's saying, but I know y'all saying something good. That's all right. I ain't gonna be mad at you today. But y'all come on down to bar 210 tonight and get your civil rights activists on, get your civil rights laughs and joking on. And if y'all tell the people that I'm here to see Reese, you get in free. You get in free. And I would even buy you a drink. What kind of water you want? What kind of water? I'll even buy you a drink, hey. The ice cubes are free. What? You know, I'm gonna buy you a cup of water, Bernice. Come on out.
I can bring my own water.
you won't be thirsty no more. You won't be dry mouth. You won't be parched. Louisa, come on out for that cup of water, boo. I got you.
And you way out there for no water.
And you can buy, but you coming out to see the tomfoolery and the improv. Mm-hmm. You know, if I had my eyesight back, I would come and get all of y'all. I'd be the what is it, the magic school bus. Reese Reed be driving. You be we look. I could drive at night because I'm gonna drive with Jesus. They say go with God, right? And I'm gonna drive with him, and he gonna make sure I get back safe. He gonna make sure everybody else will be safe. That's in the van, that's in the truck. He'll make sure that. So y'all trust me. Holler if you with me. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I get crickets.
Ain't
nobody. You ain't touching that. Who you with? You with your girl? You with me? You know, and the good Molly Ma and Bernice, ain't you gonna be in it too? How you not trust me? How you not? I believe in arriving alive, y'all. So I'm gonna make sure I'm all right. You are safe as long as you inside the truck. I can't promise that I'm gonna see you on the outside of the truck, but I'm just saying, you safe as long as you inside. So we good. We are good. You know what I mean? But what is Louisa saying, Bernice? What are the people saying?
Well, Slicky Woo Boo said, well, we know as blacks, those rights don't work for us. Louisa said, we've come so far, yet are going backwards in every aspect of life. I agree.
Thank you. That's what I was saying. That's how I was feeling. Yes.
She said sparkling water, and she laughed.
I got you some sparkling water.
She said safe as long as you're inside the truck.
Yes. Because I'm going to make sure y'all safe. I'm going to make sure because you inside, you riding with me. You know, so yes, you're going to be safe. But I can't promise your safety on the outside. Mm-hmm. I just can't. I can't promise that, you know. You better plead the blood of Jesus. That's what you do. Because I can't promise your safety on the, all I can say is that I'm going to make sure you get where you got to go safely. Now, if I accidentally run you over because I didn't see you once I drop you off, that is not my fault. That is.
Yeah, I take my chances on feet.
I'm trying to tell. Okay, I won't drive off to you in the house till I know you in the house. Okay, then that way I won't accidentally hurt nothing or nobody. Because I just love y'all. I don't want to hurt y'all. I want y'all to love and support me by telling a friend. I know you guys come on and you like, but also share the show so we can get this thing rolling like the coronavirus. We're trying to go viral. We're trying to be up there so everybody can hear our voice, so we can talk about the masses, so we can get Mr. Salim. What's his name, Bernice? Salim. What's his name, Weezy? Salim on the show. That'll be a good show. You know. So I love you guys. Come on out tonight to Bar 210. I love you. Let me see. Any final remarks? Can I see any lasting remarks? I'm trying to. My eyes is messed up, y'all. I'm working with these jacked up eyes because it's due for a shot, and everybody know that when they get close to a shot, I'm like this. Only with little things. But like big things.
Salim Adofi.
Salim Adochi?
Adofa.
Adofa. Salim Adofa. Adofa, huh? Adolpha. Okay. Salim Adofa. Okay. Where is he from? Is he a DC native? Do you have to be a DC native to sit on a council or be a alderman, the whole any type of position for the DC government? You know, for the people that live in DC. Do you supposed to be a DC native, or could you be an implant, meaning that you not from DC, but they're implanted you that you live there now to run for office or council or anything like that? Did anybody answer that question? Do you have to be the native to run for office, council? Can you be an implant? Adolfo, as far as I know, he's from the district. Okay, thank you, Weezy. I was asking that. You know, did you have to live there to run for some type of office, right? Okay. Well, it's getting to the close of our show, and I want to say all my salutations and my fare thee well to my people. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Louisa. What did Louisa say? Thank you, Louisa. Thank you, Cassandra. Thank you, Latrice. Thank you, Slicky. Thank you, Nene. Thank you all for tuning in to the Morning Mac Show with R&B. Molly Mall, take us out. Katina, when you coming on the show, doctor? We got Tom Mo got a Dr. Purpose. I got a Dr. Thomas. Hey, when y'all coming on the show? That'll be a good show. They had the two doctors on the show to talk about sociology and the thing, ills and wills that's plaguing our people. All right, I hope you guys learned something today. The difference between civil rights and civil liberties. Yes, they're giving me civil liberties by letting me exercise my freedom of speech, what allows me to converse with you guys. Thank you, honey.